I'm in conversation today with Guruji, Sri Sri Ravishankar ji, and he travels the world, around the world, giving his information and his insights on how we can all be better human beings. And today, Guruji, as I was asking you earlier, you have said that truth is spherical. And that to me is such an abstract kind of a notion. Can you explain why truth contradicts itself?
You know, a linear thinking has a beginning, has an end always.
Right.
But there are many things which do not have a beginning, do not have an end. That is what I call them spherical. And the universe is spherical.
Right.
Everything is spherical here. If someone asks you which is the beginning point of earth, what would you say?
So because truth is unending, is that why
Correct.
it's...
Truth is eternal, it's beyond time, beyond space. And so, like everything else in the universe, truth is also spherical. So, we need to have a spherical perception as well for that. And that is multi-dimensional viewpoint. You know, if you see a particular situation or a person from one angle, you can only see that much. But if you can see that person from many angles, that many angle makes something spherical. So truth may appear very limited from one angle, but you have to look that same from many other angles. Then that automatically becomes spherical.
Guruji, a friend of mine wanted to ask you this question, that, you know, unhappiness arises when you get attached to something, and that is not available to you. But many a time, you can only perform or do well in life when you're passionate about something, when you're attached and take ownership. So when should one draw a line and say, okay, this is how much I should be attached?
When you are acting, be totally passionate and act. But when you are acting, be totally dispassionate and then rest. Then you will have both. You know, if you are 100% in your activity, then you will be in 100% when you are resting. Usually we are not 100% attached and not 100% detached. So neither we are dynamic in our activity, nor do we have deep rest when we are resting. So we are missing out on both spheres. So we must have that attitude. That's why in the Upanishad, Ishavasya, the first Upanishad, Tena Tyaktena Bhunjita. Say, you enjoy this world which is permeated by divinity, but by renouncing it. So the whole secret of action and inaction was given there. When you are acting, be so passionate about it, be 100% there. And when you retire, when you rest, be 100% there. And they both complement each other. Okay.
Guruji, just one last question about surrender. When you surrender to the will of God, and when you're tied with all the things that you need to do in the world. So what is the way to surrender?
You know, surrender is not an act, it is a state of mind. So when you think you want to surrender and want to surrender, it never happens. Or even if it happens, you always doubt it.
Yeah.
So you must assume, I belong to God, I belong to divinity. The sense of belongingness contains in itself the supreme state of what you can call a surrender. So either you feel you belong to the divinity, then you don't have to struggle to surrender. You know, or when you feel there are some emotions, some feelings that are weighing on your head, on your heart heavily, which you cannot manage, then you do it as a surrender, an act of surrender. Then you are surrendering all those negative tendencies, qualities or feelings which you cannot anymore hold on to. Because then that surrender brings a sense of relief. You know. best is to feel that everything anyway belongs to divinity.
Guruji, a message for our viewers in Indonesia.
Smile and serve. Do not forget you have a social responsibility. Every one of us will have to do some service activity. I welcome everyone to engage in educating children, in helping children in Indonesia, and move with one commitment to bring about a stress-free, violence-free society.
Thank you so much, Guruji. And we look forward to learning more about him through his teachings and through visiting his Art of Living centers here in Sunter in Jakarta. I'd like to convey my thanks to the Art of Living organization here in Jakarta. Thank you.